The new Ultimate Spider-Man series recently finished its first arc, and I thought now would be the perfect time to reflect on the series so far and why it has become such a huge success that has managed to gain acclaim with both critics and the fans. For those who are not aware, Marvel recently rebooted the Ultimate Universe, which led to the formation of a new Ultimate Spider-Man. Unlike the original, which was about a teenage Peter Parker finding his way as Spider Man, this Peter Parker was a middle aged man living with his wife Mary Jane Watson and his kids, and he willingly chooses to become Spider Man after getting a glimpse of his ultimate destiny. That fundamental difference is what makes this Peter Parker so unique and different from the original Ultimate version and several other classic adaptations of Spider Man. Now, Spider Man comic fans have been one of the most disgruntled bunch of fans in recent years, and it's for pretty good reasons. Because the Peter Parker of the main 616 universe is having one of the worst times in his entire history, with his stories constantly recycling the same conflicts, with no forward progression for the character, and filled with several character assassinations, and with editorial decisions seemingly being done out of spite. That was the status quo for comic Spidey fans when the Ultimate Spider-Man series was announced. The reveal of a married Peter Parker and Mary Jane with kids, along with the promise of something new and refreshing, kinda excited fans, and expectations quickly became high. The series was launched with the creative team of Jonathan Hickman, the man who spearheaded the Ultimate Universe relaunch and has been responsible for several incredible runs at Marvel, along with artist Marco Checchetto, who is easily one of the best artists working at the moment. With such a superstar team attached to the series, people were quite confident that this was going to be something special. And it turned out to be a success beyond anybody's expectations. Pretty much all of the 6 issues have quickly sold out, and some of them have undergone multiple reprintings because of the high demand. When Ultimate Spider-Man 1 came out, multiple comic shops reported selling out within such a short time that a majority of the regular comic readers were unable to even get a copy. Hell, I had to visit more than 5 stores to finally get it, and I have never had to do that with a comic before. While it was a frustrating experience, it was kinda satisfying to see a comic have such a high demand. There are several factors that can be attributed to this success: the superstar creative team, the promise of a brand new Marvel Ultimate Universe, with this series serving as the flagship book of the relaunch, a unique take on the Spider Man mythos, the return of a married Spider Man and Mary Jane Watson to say disgruntled fans. I feel like every single one of those helped contribute to the success of the Ultimate Spider Man series. Now, as for the story, I have really enjoyed it so far, and I feel like a majority of the fans also felt the same way. The first issue introduces us to the world of the new Ultimate Peter Parker and the people around him, as if it wasn't already groundbreaking enough to have Peter Parker choose to become Spider Man and become Spider Man so late in life, and to also have him married with kids. The issue also makes the big decision to have Uncle Ben be an active part of Peter Parker's life. In the second issue, Peter goes up against his first supervillain, which ended up being the Shocker, but unlike how it usually goes, this Peter Parker ends up being defeated by the Shocker twice, making for an refreshing and subversive take on a villain who's mostly used for comic relief, but he kind of serves that role here too, so it's all well and good. Mayday Parker, Peter Parker's daughter, becomes the first person to realize that her father is the mysterious new vigilante dressed in a black outfit. Peter assumes his classic red and blue colors because he did not want to be scary to his daughter. Mayday even picks out his outfit, and that is easily the most adorable origin story Peter's costume has ever had. In the third issue, Peter Parker teams up with the strange hero known as the Green Goblin to take down Bullseye. But things take a turn when the Goblin forcibly unmasks him and then proceeds to reveal himself as the Harry Osborn of this world. The fourth issue features a double date between Peter MJ and Harry and his wife, the Gwen Stacy of this world, where Harry gets to deliver the iconic power and responsibility line to Peter Parker. The fifth issue put Harry Osborn in the spotlight as we got to see the sequence of events that led to Harry becoming the Green Goblin of this world and his motivations for wanting to be a hero, along with his opinions about the Maker's Cabal running this new Ultimate world in secret. The sixth issue was filled with action and drama as Peter took on the Kingpin along with Harry before being forced to finally tell his wife and son the truth about his life as a superhero. I absolutely loved Mary Jane's reaction to Peter being Spidey, and I especially appreciated the sentiment of Mary Jane being the one to officially name him as Spider Man. The final panel of the arc with Peter and MJ swinging in the air together is just perfect, and I felt like it worked as a nice culmination to the first arc of Ultimate Spider-Man. Now that all the pieces are in place, I have a feeling that things are going to kick into high gear in the second arc as the Ultimates return and Peter ends up facing new villains and more. I'm very excited for the future of this Ultimate Spider-Man series, and I'm very intrigued to see new interpretations of iconic Spider-Man characters in the near future. And I really hope this series goes on for as long as possible and it keeps getting better.